we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of the Relationship Method podcast. I am Chris.
I am Lori.
And Jay is in Washington. Boo hoo hoo. But we have two lovely guests, and this is a first for me because I'm dominated by women today.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, I have a little man right here too, but man, we are outnumbered. So I have Anu on my right, your left, and Nohea.
Nohea.
How did you combine this?
Nohea. I botched it. So give him a round of applause. Yay! Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. Yay. So I want to ask y'all before we get into it, Nohea and Anu, what made y'all say yes to come on? Because I shot my shot.
Ooh, I've always wanted to be on a podcast. I want to do my own podcast in the future. So I was like, why not learn by being on one?
Ooh, okay. That's good, yeah.
And then I'm also running for Miss Hawaii USA. So
Ooh, whoop, whoop.
I got to get interviewed over there. So this is practice,
Practice speaking, kind of in front of people, but not in front of people because it's just a camera and just us, yeah?
Exactly. I feel like I might embarrass myself more right now than on stage.
Gotcha. And you, Anu?
Well, Nohea's my girl. She hit me up, and when my girl needs me, I'm there.
Man, hell yeah.
Girl's girl.
Okay. That's what's up. Lori, how was your week? Because I haven't seen you for a minute.
Yeah,
well, no, I've seen you at Drill. But how have you been?
I've been good. Same old, just grinding and
Working and twerking.
working and twerking.
Twerking and working.
Pretty much.
Nothing new.
Yeah.
Hey, you get down. Well,
Somebody's got to do it.
Oh, shit. Right? I know.
Right.
I know. Well, as for me, man, I got a sick household. Still, everyone's getting over this little bug that's going around. For me, I haven't gotten it yet. No, you know what? I got it, but then, I tell Tiff, it's like a once-a-year thing. I'm only sick once a year, and that's when I'm like in bed. I need to stay in bed. But other than that, I'm cool. I'm straight. Other than that, I've been binge watching Prime. Mr. and Mrs. Is it Jones? Wait. The one with Brad Pitt and Angelina, what were they called?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
But with Donald Glover and this Asian chick. I forgot her name.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. But it's a good
series?
Yeah, it's a good series.
Nice.
Y'all should watch it. Prime Video, hook me up.
Shout out to Prime.
I'm hooking you up right now. Motherfucker. And then on Netflix, what we binge watch on Netflix? You know what? I forgot. It'll probably come to my mind. But other than that, that was my week. This episode is probably gonna come out next week. So my last day at my job was yesterday.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. So now I'll be working with the Hawaii Army National Guard.
All
Doing some
right.
shit. So motherfucker coming up in this world, right?
In the Army National Guard, you can.
Yeah, right. You can.
You can.
You can, man. But yeah, how are y'all doing today? I heard y'all was in traffic.
We were.
Yeah, this Hawaii traffic is insane, ain't it? You said there was an accident?
Yeah. There was like 50 motorcyclists on the side of the road.
And one of them fell?
Dude, I don't know. It was probably so minor, but you know how nosy Hawaii people are?
Oh, yeah.
And literally when you pass it, it opens up. It's just people love
They just
want to
watch.
Rubbernecking.
The best part is
Rubbernecking.
when the opposite side of the freeway
Oh, my
slows down.
goodness.
Oh, I've been there. I've been in that. Yeah.
I'd be so mad.
Man, girl.
I'm just trying to get home. I'm
Hell,
tired.
I'll be mad too. Has it always been like that around here?
Yes.
Oh, really? Ever since?
Forever.
So y'all born and raised, yeah?
No,
Yeah.
not
No?
me. Anu is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Okay, my bad. Originally from...
I'm from town, so Punch Bowl area.
Okay, Punch Bowl area for people that don't know what town is, like me.
Okay, really, I'm from Pabukalea.
Oh, okay,
no.
wherever that is.
Exactly, that's why I gotta say Punch. So I gotta say Punch Bowl area.
Okay.
But, I've lived in town my whole life.
Yeah.
My parents were living out in Nanakuli, so we know all
Okay.
about that west side traffic.
Yeah.
Rush hour, all of that.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Okay, and how about you?
Nohea.
Nohea.
I primarily stay in town as well, but I actually moved here from Japan in like middle school. So like
Oh.
I kind of
Are you an army brat, military brat?
no, not at all. Just honestly, like parents are priced out of Hawaii at a young age because they had me when they're like 20. You know?
Yeah.
So they moved to Seattle. They had me, and then moved to Japan because there's better opportunities there. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they made money there, and then they could finally like move back to Hawaii. So I'm like a Hawaiian girl with kind of like international background.
Yeah.
You know. But
Hey, that's what's up. Like, so your parents just up and moved from Seattle and Japan, and it was like, all right, we got enough money, let's move back.
oh, they
that's what they
split.
did?
They actually split. So
Oh,
like,
my
yeah.
bad.
So like dad was doing better, so he stayed in Japan, and my mom moved here, remarried, and it's cool because like I get this local girl life, but also like I got to be like an immigrant in Japan in a sense
Yeah.
too, right? So it's just like it's different but fun.
What'd you learn there?
In Japan,
Yeah, konnichiwa,
dude, yeah,
sayonara,
konnichiwa.
bitch.
Bad words. Yeah, no, I speak Japanese. But you know what's
Nice.
cool in
Baby girl.
Japan? Like when you're a kid,
Uh-huh.
they make you like clean everything and like take care
Okay.
of everything. So like as a freaking first grader, I was like cleaning toilets and stuff at school. Okay, and like in first grade, everybody pees their pants everywhere. They poop on the side of the toilet.
Wow.
So like every day it was just like, oh, I gotta like clean this poop on the side of the toilet. Anyway, so that's like a childhood in Japan. It's learning how to take care of things, and then you come to America and you have like janitors and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
We should do that here.
I know,
Kids
right?
need that.
Hell yeah.
Undisciplined
yeah.
ass kids.
Yeah, hey, man, let me tell you, these
Clean your
kids,
shit.
let me tell you something. They bad as hell. Like, I went to, where was I? I was at Barber's Point, and I saw this kid not even peeing in the toilet. He was peeing on the floor in the little drain. I mean, granted, it's the drain, right? I would have done the same thing too.
What?
But I mean, there's that's an open urinal. There's an open toilet.
Like-
I'm like, goddamn, you bad.
He's like, hey,
He's
there's a
like-
hole there.
Like, and it just kept on going. I was like, man, I ain't even gonna say nothing, man. More power to you, bro.
Hey, send your kid to Japan.
Yeah, right. Man, clean these goddamn toilets. Did you clean the toilets like in the boys' bathroom too, or like is just strictly girls? Or girls dirty?
Yeah. So girls take care of girl stuff, boys for the toilets, just that. Everything else was not gender
And
specific.
you were in first grade.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I give y'all first graders a pass. If y'all even listen to this bullshit, you know,
Their
I
parents.
give you motherfucking a pass. All right, so shit. We'll get into this. One of the questions is for you. What do you feel about the whole? We're not gonna get into like deep into the government or whatever, but how do you feel since you're local, the military being here? Like, does that like? Do you feel some type of way when you see?
I have a lot of
motherfuckers
mixed
like me.
feelings about it. You know, like I'm very grateful to be in a free country, you know, where I am able to, you know, take care of my kids. I can raise them in whatever religion I want to, you know. We are a free country, and I think people should be grateful for that. With that, I do appreciate the military and what their sole purpose is, which is to protect us.
Yeah.
You know, without the military, we would be threatened.
Yeah, you're good.
But I think they do need to be educated and be a little bit more respectful of our culture, especially using like our land. You know, the whole Red Hill stuff that happened, that was hurtful. You know, Hawaiians, we value water. Water is life. You know, just being educated.
Hey, that's what's up. Fart
being-
next, please.
Just being educated on like our culture and like the respect of it, I think would help mend a lot of conflict that locals have with military people. And like just the servicemen who do come, if you come respectfully, you would have no problems. You'd probably get along with a lot of locals, you know?
Yeah.
But a lot of things that we see is mainly negative. You don't see the positives and stuff. But I do know that there are good servicemen out there, servicewomen who do respect us, who do care for the culture and the people and all of that. So
Oh.
Yeah, I think you have a really valid point.
Super valid.
That was
They should do that
Anu.
everywhere.
Yeah, you military motherfuckers on this island, respect, It's not like, hi. What's up, girl?
That's
How
not
you
your
doing?
dad.
No.
But
Daddy?
like, could you be?
Brown. I'm down with the brown, right? You down with the brown? No, that's a great answer because when I got on this island, a lot of like the locals here, they're like, "Oh yeah, and I was like, "What? Nah." And then I opened my mouth and I was just like, "Fuck, man, fuck me." I mean, just like your first interpretation of me, you saw me, you thought I was a local kid, and then I opened my mouth and you're like, "Oh, this motherfucker ain't from around here."
Well, yeah, you're like this brown guy, and like we're in like Pearl City, it's like local Filipinos. Everywhere. It's like a Filipino restaurant downstairs. I'm like, oh, bro, this guy knows what's up. Like,
well, I mean, I do know Filipino dishes. You know what I'm saying? I do have friends that are super local. Yeah, we kick it. Yeah. So I know the nuances and stuff, but I haven't caught on the lingo yet. Like, for me,
I could tell by the way you speak that you're from the Bay Area. Like, I got so many friends. You guys, the way that you speak, there's like the Bay Area, like people from the Bay Area have a certain way of speaking, and they always have a hat on. Like the guys always wear a cap. I swear.
Rocking the hat.
Stereotyping. The stereotype is real in this. Hell yeah. So your question was from what I posted is a turn on and a turn off. Can you talk about that?
Ooh,
in a guy or a female? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
I love men.
Cool. Meryl.
Yes.
Stop DMing me. Please DM her. Got it. All right. No, like dead ass. Y'all need to stop.
Turn on and turn off. Turn on, honestly.
Ooh, we gotta think about this one. Intelligent?
I mean, yeah. Okay, there's like standards, right? Okay.
Ooh, give us a standard.
Yeah, so standards.
Like a
is
date,
Like standards. For me
Hell yeah. I need her to fart.
Nice.
So I can fart, please. I'll be like, hey, it was her, man. Ooh, it's her, girl.
I'm dead. Okay, so standard would be like obviously like intelligent, deep conversation. I think is like a must for.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you said that, yeah.
Like just to further growth mindset is a standard. And that they just want to better themselves. That's like huge, right? It's like, turn on is when somebody's like so dedicated in what they're into, like their passions.
Okay.
Like that's really hot, especially like if you're like a girl, okay, and you get DM left and right, people hit on you, like you actually don't want to be like the center of their world necessarily. Like you want them to be going out, fucking not necessarily making bread, but like going after their passions and that is so hot because you feel secure in that because you feel like you're gonna be taken care of because this guy cannot be broken by what is it called, like distractions.
Yeah, okay.
So I think that's a turn on when guys are really like passionate and dedicated to their practice.
Okay.
Hint, hint.
Yeah.
Hint for the guys out there.
I know, right? You got her IG handle, man. Holler. And the turnoffs. What's the turnoffs?
Dude, turnoffs is when they only talk about themselves.
Oh
my God. Like, can you ask a question? Yeah, I do believe there's some men out there that I think it's like a bragging thing where it's a first date. They just want to like I do this, this is my childhood. Like they never ask you a question, and it's like you seem really self-absorbed, and so I would have guys just like ask more questions because girls love that too.
Yeah.
This is true. This is very true. When you speak to a woman and you say tidbits of yourself, but as a guy, we want to know a lot about you. Wow. Okay, yeah. So, to know you, just in case a second or a third date comes up, So that's why, like I can't tell for all guys, but for some of us, we like hearing y'all speak.
I think there's a difference between confidence and being cocky and self-absorbed.
Cocky and arrogant?
Yeah, the self-absorbed cockiness is like definitely no.
It doesn't come off confident.
Second and third date is out of the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Have you gone on Anu, have you gone on like dates out here since? Have you gone out on dates out
I
here?
have.
Okay, and how did they pan out?
It makes me want to be a single mom forever.
Wow.
Oh,
So
I
truly.
feel you.
Is it the guys that you're choosing, or like the guys that you are dating? Have you been on like a blind hookup?
Never that.
Oh no, so you knew the person.
Yes.
Okay, so a typical guy is say, "Hey, Anu, I see you interesting. Can I take you out?" Is this something like that? Okay,
Yeah,
so
basically. But
all
like,
right.
for me, sometimes it doesn't work out because I have set days where my kids go to their dad.
Okay.
So
Makes
they
sense.
have to work around my schedules. Some people are
Oh yeah,
impatient,
definitely. Yeah.
But it is what it is. So I'm like, well,
What's a typical one? What's a typical day? Is it on the list of not to go tos like Cheesecake Factory and CPK and all that?
I think I'm pretty open to anything. Like, I'm
Word.
pretty simple.
Okay.
I think. Like, just the other night, we went to Nohea's pizza and ice cream shop. We didn't know she has a shop.
We're gonna talk about that.
But like simple things, we could go like to Target and I would be fine.
Word.
But,
Okay.
you know, especially because who I've gone out with is like people who I've known before. So it's like kind of just like hanging out with friends
Yeah.
right now. But I haven't met with anybody who I didn't have previous like knowledge of. Like, there's no new people.
Would you be interested in that? Would you ever be down for like say like an out of the blue guy that hollers at you on IG's like, yo, you look interesting. Can I holler at you and then progress into?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I downloaded Bumble recently.
Ain't no shame in that. Ain't no shame in that.
I think I'm gonna delete it though.
Okay, cool. Ain't no shame in that either. It's all good. Are you on the apps too?
No, I have a boyfriend actually.
Hey, now y'all cannot DM her.
Sorry, guys.
So how'd you meet your man?
Oh, my man's. We actually met in Japan.
Oh
So,
shit!
Yeah, I was visiting
In
my
first
dad.
grade?
No. Oh man, I wish my first grade crush was still around. No,
You hear this?
there's no way he sees this.
That'd be cool though.
Yeah, it was in Japan. I
Okay.
met him there at like an American bar. Okay, it was this Japanese guy, and he speaks perfect English. And he's like, "Oh, you went to Punoho? Do you know Randon? Fucking Randon Sugai." He's like, "Oh, do you know Randon from Punoho?" I was like, "Oh yeah." Like, anyway, basically, we have a mutual friend, and he lives in Japan. They go to the same university, USC, together. And so we met there. He asked me out, and he was a total dick though. So sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
So he's like, "Oh, let's go surf together." Oh, but I'm not gonna let you use my wetsuit. Ha ha ha. That kind of
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
stupid. I was like, "Bro, you're too old for this." So I just like left that for like years, okay? Until he posted this picture, and it was this like Japanese like kimono kind of deal. He was wearing that, but he had dreads, like those braids.
Oh man, hell yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that's like so different." Because in Japan, like you don't do that. That's like.
Really?
Yeah, that's like you don't do stuff that's outside of the norm in Japan.
Culturally
okay?
unacceptable.
Huh. Okay.
Very homogeneous. So I thought that was sick. I did the fire emoji and then DM'd him. I was like, "Yo, like you wanna go surf?" So I happened to be in California where he was too, and then we started surfing, and then the rest is history. He started doing long distance, and now he lives here with me.
Oh, wow, that's a wrap.
Yeah,
That's how it happened.
yeah.
That's cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah,
So how long y'all
girls,
been together for?
Shoot your shot, girls. Like it happens.
Ooh, hey.
I mean,
yeah.
that's how I met my husband, ex-husband.
You shot your
I
shot
shot
at
my
him.
shot. He didn't shoot his shot.
Wait, I want to know that.
Yeah, how did you shoot your shot?
Girl, you don't comment on their post. You send their post to them with the hard eyes.
Oh, valid. I was totally out here, like, in the public, like, "Oh, that's hot."
Right?
No, because if it don't work out, then nobody can be like, "Oh, I saw her
Untraced.
commenting on
Valid.
Oh.
Untraceable.
Secrets. Hell yeah.
Anna's a level smarter than me, so.
Hell yeah.
Very
Hey.
strategic.
I would have never known that.
Miss Hawaii be in my comment section. Like,
Oh, Miss Hawaii. Yeah, hell yeah.
I know. I have to, like, I gotta filter everything. Erasing.
Mm-hmm.
So you talked about downloading Bumble and you talked about organically meeting somebody in person. have you ever done the online dating thing, or how does either or like appeal to you?
Definitely in college, I tried it out. It's kind of like when you're bored, you go for me it was, at least I went to college in DC, and it's like you want to meet people outside of your bubble. That's when I think Tinder and Bumble was cool. So I actually met military people because it was in DC, right? And it's honestly never like fruited into anything, but I learned so much from the different communities that you get to meet. And I'm sure Anu feels the same way. I don't know if you've been going on dates with people, but I feel like Hawaii's an island too, so it's kind of smaller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I met one guy, and then the next guy that I met was like best friends with him, and I'm just like, see, this is why I can't do it.
Yeah.
I heard of that.
Or do you have a type, and then they're just all a conglomerate?
Yeah. Pretty much. So my type is
what is your type?
waianae men.
Waianae men.
Yes.
That drive though.
That's okay. I'm used to the traffic. Matter of fact, I gotta drop my kids off in Waianae, so on my way out, I'm pick you up.
So what's a typical Waianae man? What's his?
What are so special about them?
Yeah, what's his physical feature? What's the
construction, green shirt, chain lifted.
Lifted Yoda.
Lifted.
Well, what I like about people out there is they're typically local boys.
Okay.
They are very family oriented.
Okay.
I mean, I think local boys in general are, but I don't know. It's something about these white-eyed boys. Just
Girl, I can't blame you.
Yeah, dude.
Gets her clapping.
You know what I think it is as Anu's friend. It's Anu is gangster. So what you don't know is that we both went to Punahou. And it's
is that a school?
Yes, it's a private. Obama went
Barack
there.
Obama went there.
Oh, okay.
Our senators went there.
You're gonna learn today.
I'm gonna learn today.
So we didn't have many waianae boys at our school, you know what I mean? And Anu's from Papakolea, so she's a local girl. It's funny because we actually have a history where
I hated her.
okay. Yeah. Why?
Why did you hate
So we have
best
this
friend
thing.
now?
We have this thing called what is it called? Academy camp.
Dude, I don't even know this story.
Okay, she went to academy camp with my then at the time boyfriend, and academy camp just makes everybody so much closer. And I think
what it was. Yeah.
I think we were in the library, and I was with my boyfriend, and she just comes up, Chris, just gives him a hug and walks away, and I was like, bitch.
Were you about to throw down then and there?
No, not at Punahou. We don't do that at Punahou. We can.
No, but she probably would have taken me to the park next
I
time.
would have been like, Makiki Park. Yeah. Let's take a walk, sis. But
hell yeah.
I would tell my boyfriend, I was like, block, delete, But he was like, no, it's just because academy camp. I never went to academy camp. I wasn't into that stuff. But it's a safe space where you really deeply get to know your classmates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And so that connection is one that people value, and it makes them ridiculously close. Friends who you never think would be friends, all of a sudden they come back from camp and they're besties. But so Nohea hugged my boyfriend, ignored my presence, and I was rude.
Yo, that is rude. Dude, if somebody did that to my boyfriend, I'd be fucking pissed too.
Yeah.
But it's either
I think she didn't realize at the time.
Oh, okay.
And,
okay.
I think Chris probably told me after
Later.
that's my girlfriend. And I was like,
I think
Wait,
it
how
was
did
later.
how did you guys reconnect or get to where you are now?
Yeah, after that hug.
After graduation. So it wasn't until maybe
right after
3 years
graduation.
later.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I'm 1 year older than Nohea. So I graduated before her, but we have mutual friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was invited to a little kickback, just hanging out with our friends. And Nohea was there, and I was like, oh, this bitch again. But then
You and your ex was already done by then, right?
that was right after Chris and I broke up.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there chilling, and I was like, oh, this girl's actually really cool.
Oh.
And then we made friends. Yeah, we made friends. And
Okay, that's cool.
we have a story.
Yeah, dude, this is wild.
What's the story?
I don't know how. Dude, you know what? So Anu's house, she said she lives in Papakolea, and so I go she invites me over. So I go over to her house, and her family's super nice. And then I tell my mom when I get home, Mom, like, I went to Papakolea, my friend's house, and fuck, like, it's one of my first times in Papakolea too.
Yeah.
Like, and she was like, wait, there's only a few families from fucking Papakolea that goes to Punahou. And then she's like, what did the house look like? Where was it? And I was like, oh, it looked like this. And she's like, shut up. That's my ex-boyfriend's house.
Oh my God, your dad is your mom. No, my uncle. Oh, your uncle.
Wow, what a small island.
Yeah.
So my mom used to live in Anu's current house, so Anu's family house. Because my mom, low key, like, I don't know if she got kicked out or left, and she was like, she just stayed with the boyfriend, Anu's uncle, and the family just accepted her, like, so nice. Anu's family is so nice. Like, my mom is just so grateful to like Anu's family, and so she was always like, yeah, you better be fucking nice to that family because they're so nice to you. You know what I mean? So ever since then, it's just like Anu's like kind of like a deeper connection. You know what I mean? Like,
we have a running joke that she's like my should have been cousin. But,
I can believe that. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
But yeah, that's how we got closer. So
yeah, goosebumps.
I think we have their prom picture. I think you sent me your mom's prom picture with my uncle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Send that to me so I could post it on YouTube.
Okay.
They'll be like, look, they're related, y'all. They related. Speaking of you own a shop, a pizza and a ice cream joint.
Yeah.
How does that happen? How'd you do that?
So my family is in the restaurant industry. Okay. So Uncle Bo's, Yaya Shop House and Seafood. I don't know if you've been there, but if local people know, it's been there for like 15 years. It used to be the spot. Obviously, people grow up, they have kids, they don't go out as much. But my dad's dream was to open a restaurant in Waikiki. That is like the big dog's place to play, right?
Yeah.
So he took the old Moose McGullicully. So I don't know if you know, it used to be like the spot for all the military people. It's by Kelly's, right across from Kelly's in Waikiki. So we took over that spot as a family. I just got laid off from my job. I used to be in technology. And he was like, I need people I trust. Just help me for a year. Like, I need people I trust in this big ass thing. So we opened a nightclub upstairs, a restaurant downstairs called the Poo Poo House, and then I'm running the late night pizzeria. So that's my responsibility is to, make sure that the drunk people get their pizza and their ice cream.
Man, hell yeah,
We're
okay.
open until 3 a.m. in the morning. So, I mean, it's a little, to me, like a little ghetto shop, but we just opened and we serve our people. That's what we do.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Y'all need pizza and ice cream. She's the plug.
Yeah.
She is the plug. She's like,
Late
hey.
night.
After Moani's closes, it's about maybe a 10-minute walk.
There you
Is
go,
it?
guys.
It is. It's
Wow.
right there.
You heard it here.
And it's you say it's 2-story? You got your... And then you got your... Okay.
Yeah. So it's Kiki's upstairs is the nightclub, and then the pizza shop is called Lure Street Pizza and Ice Cream because it's right on Lure Street. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So, y'all open late. How many drunk guys be hitting you up when you're serving?
Lord, it's like up there. I would
Too many to
say.
count.
Too many
Yeah, it's
well, like
up
what do you say? Do you just say, "Hey, keep on moving"?
Well, you know what it is?
It's
usually like one of two things. It's like, your eyes are beautiful. Can I ask you out? Or it's like, do you have a napkin? And then they write their number and they slide it over.
So slick.
I'm like, you just wasted me 10 cents. You know?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's not 10 cents, but yeah. So it's just like, oh, sorry, I have a boyfriend. And you're like, no, but like, he's not here. Like, where is he? You know?
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's sleeping because he's not worried because he knows I'm loyal.
Ah.
And then I'm like, you need to have faith. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I would do, and I'm bad. I give them a whole lesson. I'm like, if I were to cheat and give you my number right now, you would not have faith in me. And like, it wouldn't start off good anyway.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like, and then they probably get annoyed by me and like walk away.
We need more of you around. Yeah, that's cool because like late night they go to a pizza joint, get that oil in them, sober up. In California, late night we go to a pho place, and that's how we sober up. Yeah.
Get a late night pho place.
Dude,
next.
I know. Yeah, I get a lot of like hot dog requests.
Hey, hot dogs. Meow. Hell yeah. Costco dogs.
I don't like hot dogs either. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right, let's get into these horny ass questions. Or you know what? Not even horny questions. Let's get into these questions. Could y'all accept a cheater back?
Or have you? Have you?
Have I? I have. As a guy, I have. Not because like the badge was good. I was a virgin when I got cheated on. I think it's because I liked her a lot. You know, and I was hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it didn't last. So as for guys, our dumbass says we do accept a cheater back. Yeah. How about y'all? I knew. Yeah, they were like, "Hey, what's your story, girl?"
I saw the smirk. I was like, "Oh, she got something. Yeah. She got something."
I would give them a chance. You know, like I will. Okay, my situation. I had my kids. You know, when stuff happened. So I did try to make it work, but I hold grudges. So I felt like it wasn't what was best for my kids because they were constantly seeing us argue. It was like, I don't know, it's just hard for me to forgive and forget. So typically, no. You cheat on me, one and done. You're gone. But I did try, so I can say that I tried, but never again.
Never again. How about you guys? Y'all ladies. How about y'all ladies?
I'll let you go ahead.
Honestly, like if I was in Anu's situation, I think it's different too. Right now, if I had to be cheated on, I'd be like, bro, like
I'm a full package.
Just because like you want to do it back will probably kick in. I think that's natural, right? Like if somebody hurts you, you want to hurt them back, and like I wouldn't like myself at that point, so I would have to cut it because I don't want to be that malicious person, right? So, but you know. So that's that. But if I was married or, you know, had kids, I'd probably write up a contract, like a prenup. I'd probably be like, like this is about to turn into more of like we're married because, you know, stability, family, whatever partnership. But like, we'll make it open. But we'll
polyamorous.
So you would stay in the marriage just for the kids.
But
Don't do it.
But then be open.
If we can both agree on it, where we still love each other, but like maybe we just want to do stuff with other people, like why not? I think if there's mutual respect and a conversation and like a prenup type contract, and we know we create like limits, I don't see why I need that.
Girl, might as well be Mormon.
Whoa.
No.
Are you Mormon? My bad. Oh, my fault.
He's talking about the polygamists. He's talking about the polygamists.
Polygamy.
But it's not polygamy, right? It's like you don't. That doesn't mean that you have do stuff with your husband anymore. Like because you see it.
It's like a non-commitment.
All the time.
Yeah.
To other people.
It's like just the physical part, right? Like I'm not saying that is what I would want to do, right? But if just because I'm a family of divorce too, like if there's a way where we can make each other happy, but and satisfied, but still have a great relationship and partnership, why not explore those options? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be black and white. That's just my opinion.
Okay, Lori.
I mean, I kind of feel like I understand where you're coming from, and I think it's like based on the level of commitment that you're at, like in that relationship.
Right.
Like for me, if I've only been with somebody for a short amount of time, I'll be like, goodbye.
Yeah.
Too easy. Like wipe my ass. You're done.
Yeah.
Like bye. But if you have kids and like long term, you're married, you're in a serious committed relationship, of course you would want to try your best to try and figure things out. But then in Anu's situation with the kids, I think for me, I mean, I've been in that situation. I've had my kids and I've stayed because of my kids. And just for my kids to see me and him so unhappy and arguing and fussing and fighting all the time, I felt like it was healthier at the time for me, based on my experience, to just walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think us co-parenting now is the best version of parents these kids are going to get.
Right.
Like when we were together, it just was constant arguing, you know, and I could tell he wasn't happy. I wasn't happy, but we both wanted to make it work for the kids. And then I think a big part of growing up is realizing you don't need to be together for your kids to be happy.
Yeah.
This is true.
So it works for us. I mean, there's still some days where we don't agree on things when it comes to the kids, but I think being able to do our own thing as separate individuals and not as their parents, like, has helped us become better parents for them.
I want to add, like, it's like don't. I agree that is like the best way to move forward if the household is like not happy, because 100% seeing your parents happy is gonna contribute to more happiness for the kids. Like I have divorced parents. Like I've seen it. I've seen the crazy fights. I've seen the new step parents. Sometimes, you know, and seeing my parents happy, healthy, and like that's with another person is much better for my stability. It was much better. Yeah.
So both of your parents were happier when they split, and that made you happy?
I think, I mean, when they first split, it's always going to be hard. That's
Yeah,
just,
definitely, yeah.
you know, but they get past it, and when the parent heals, the kid heals. That's what I think. And yeah, and it depends. Like the hard thing about the kids aspect is now you have to find a new person who's going to accept your kids, who's going to be a role model for them. And that's usually the hardest part. Yeah. But at least in Hawaii, it's kind of common to like Hanai people. That's part of the culture. And that's so beautiful. Because like if I were to grow up in Japan with a single mom, I think it would have been a lot harder for us. And like, I have a wonderful stepdad who took me in as his own. And like it's my stepdad's restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he takes me on his own and trusts me to run it with him. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
For people that don't know, what is a hanai?
Hanaiing means like taking in a non-blood, you know, like child into your home. It could be like, you know,
It's kind of like adopting.
Yeah, it's really just like adopting, and
Okay.
like, but more than adopting, because adopting sometimes you still feel that gap. Hanaiing is like, no, this is family.
Hanaiing.
Yeah, hanai.
Well, hanai.
Yeah, hanai.
Hanai.
And then I say hanai, like, oh, you hanai the man, you know? Yeah.
The things we learn on this podcast. I'm learning a lot.
You know what? I think there's really no right answer. I think based on everyone's personal experiences, that really concludes what your, you know, destination will be or what your answer will be. Everybody's been through something different. So there's really no right answer, but just based off of your own experience.
Definitely.
Plays a huge role. Even, you know, when you have divorced parents, how you live now, it could be based off of your experiences that you had with your, like your parents being divorced and stuff. Cause I had divorced parents as well. So that's why ultimately I didn't want to put my kids through the same thing.
Facts.
Which led me to my decision that I made at the time.
Totally.
Wow. So when it comes to cheating, right? And Tiff told me this is the wife. Not wife. Women are more emotional, and then the guys are physical. So when it comes to that, it's when a woman cheats on a guy, the guy is more into like the physical act of cheating, right? Like, oh, was it good? Is it big? Tell me where to stop. But when a woman cheats on a guy, it's more of a like there was an emotional connection, right? Have y'all like ever been through that or experienced that type of experienced that to where, man, you cheated on me, this and the third, and then your man asks, well, you know, like have y'all ever been through that?
I think when I knew it was time to actually like separate from my husband was because I was talking to like my friends. Like I had childhood friends who like I reconnected with because I hadn't seen them for so long, because I was married, because I was moving, you know, I wasn't in the same neighborhood where I grew up. When I did realize I needed to separate from my husband was when I started feeling like I wanted to talk to my friends more than him.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I'd rather tell my childhood friend about my day and like how things were going than talking to my husband. Like there's no emotional connection there anymore. And that's when I decided to like separate.
Okay.
So I definitely think it is an emotional thing. Like for women, we don't need to physically do anything with somebody to cheat, but like once you make that connection with somebody, you kind of feel wrong about it, you know? Like that's like, I don't know how to explain it, but
have y'all like ever emotionally connected with someone and, you know, with that current partner just totally disconnected with them?
If I do, I would just break up. I would just do what Ani does. Like when you get to that point, you're just done. Because as a woman, trust me, when you get to that point, you're like, why am I in this? Unless you have that responsibility, like where he's really helping out financially or something, like women, there's no reason for them to be in. So I think that's like a really relatable woman feeling. Like you just are done once the emotional connection is gone. It's something you have to keep working on. Yeah.
Lori?
Yeah, I totally agree. I would do the same thing. Just break it off, because you reach a point where you're not emotionally connected with that person anymore. Like for women, that is so deep. Like for me,
It is, right?
personally, like I wouldn't be able to have sex or anything. Like if there's
When
like,
the
you will
emotional
not get
aspect of
wet.
it is not
you
that,
will
yeah.
not get wet.
Uh-huh.
You cannot, like, I'm just saying, like, if once the emotional connection is gone, like you're not even, like, you might see them physically attractive, but then they're not attractive at all.
Yeah.
It's just like, you already know you're done, so just don't even waste your time.
Yeah, you know what the worst is when a guy is like, they expect for you to do it with them when there wasn't like the little booty tap or like the little extra to get going, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, the foreplay, like
Yeah.
oh, that's so important. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like where
Yeah.
throughout the day they, text you, call you, making sure you're okay. Like the foreplay,
The build
starts
up.
before
Yeah.
the bedroom.
Yeah.
100% for women, 100%, and it sucks because guys come home tired and stuff, and they probably just want to like get it done with. Go
Like
to
bing,
bed.
bam, boom.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. But
I'll meet that girl.
right, it's not gonna be. You can't be doing that like day in day out because it just girls will be over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
From
Make
experience.
sure your woman
yeah.
busts a nut too.
Oh, definitely.
Damn.
Definitely, girl. Hell yeah. Coming from experience, yeah, like I have been doing that. Like throughout the whole day, like the whole day foreplay.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what
yeah.
you- like
Yeah.
what you guys were talking about. The
Emotional stimulation.
yeah, that's what it's called.
There you go.
Yeah, I like that. Emotional stimulation.
it
But
is.
yeah,
that.
throughout the day,
Yeah.
y'all need that. As for guys, we're pretty much simple. You touch it, we get up. We're done. You know what I'm saying? It's
a wrap.
Like dead ass. Like for us guys, it's easier for us to be amused, but with women, y'all's intellect, y'all need that throughout the day. And then I've come to notice that y'all like the booty rubs and the butt taps when we pass by. You know,
A
it's
must.
like it's like ooh, okay. We don't like that sometimes. We especially don't like the swipe through the ass. Hell nah. Hell
you.
no.
Swiper,
Nah,
no swiping?
No way, no swiping.
Credit card.
Yeah, we ain't doing that shit. Hell no. But yeah, in the household, yeah, y'all like that. I give y'all props. When is it? Does it ever get too much to where you're like, y'all need to stop? Has that ever happened to you where the emotional stimulation became overloaded?
I feel like that's the tough part about women. It's like, I think there are times where it's like, you just want to do it physically too, where it's like, just like, I don't know. I feel like if you just tell a guy that, they're kind of understanding to it. So it's not as big of an issue, I would say.
Okay. What you? I knew. That shit rhyme. It should be a rapper.
Well, I think like I'm very straight up. So if I tell you like stop, homie, and then you do it
stop,
again,
homie.
I'm gonna be like, bro.
Dude, that'd be honored.
It becomes bro, right?
From babe to bro.
Right?
Yeah.
I know.
Like,
I know. What gets Anu stimulated?
I don't even know. I have kids now. I'm overstimulated. If anything, I need to chill for a minute.
Have you ever gone on a vacation away from your kids? Yet? Like, have you had like,
I
let's say, a
did.
mommy weekend?
I had bought flight credit, or I bought a flight to go see my sister graduate. She graduated medical school in Tulane last year.
Tulane, Arizona?
Tulane University in New Orleans.
My bad.
Yeah, no, but my daughter came early, so I couldn't go to my sister's graduation. So I had flight credit that I needed to use before the end of the year. So I went to Vegas for my birthday.
Oh, yes.
Left my kids with their dad.
There it is. Yeah.
Went to Vegas, and it was the worst, like, 4 days.
Worst 4 days.
Yeah. I mean, I missed them so much. It was like,
Aww.
That's the hard part. Like, you know, you need a break in self-care, but like the mom guilt comes in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like you feel like
I've
you
experienced
feel
that.
guilty. Yeah, the parent guilt. You can call it parent guilt, but more typically known for females when they're away from their children.
No.
taking their own
I
time.
experienced that with
like, with
go
Tiff.
ahead. Yeah.
Like the mom guilt comes in, and like you literally feel guilty for taking care of yourself, but you know you need it. It's so crazy.
Yeah. For example, I was in Louisiana. I was in Louisiana for like a good month and some change, right? I come back because I know Tiff she's holding the house down.
Yeah.
She's taking care of these goddamn kids. Fuck them kids, man. I'm telling you. Okay, so these kids, right? So when I got back, I got her like a staycation, a weekend in Waikiki.
Aww.
First night, she hollered at me and she was crying because she missed the babies, and she was high too. And she just felt so bad because she should be home. And I'm like, nah, man, you deserve this.
Yes.
You know, like, get pampered, eat the steak, get a lobster. You know, you deserve it. But she's like, nah, I want y'all here. I'm like, nah, man. So I had to leave my phone on silent, you know, like do not disturb mode.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up thing to do, but I wanted her to like
Force her.
kick
to
it
take
with her
that time.
girls, you know,
Yeah.
like have a girls' night, because her homegirls rolled through the hotel, and you know they drank and had.
Maybe she didn't want to eat steak. Maybe she wanted to get eaten.
All right, well, shit, there it is, ABC, you know?
Shout out to Tiff.
You know, but yeah, I've experienced that where you know the mama, you know, like feels bad for not being home and taking care of you know, the little ones in the household. I'm just like,
real.
dog, us guys, man, we out, man. We're like, thank God, you know. But I you know, I have that shit too. But when I'm working, like if I'm on vacation, I'm on vacation. But when I'm at work, I'm just like, damn, man, I should be at home. You know. So I don't. One of my biggest dreams is to be a stay-at-home dad. You know, I would cook. You know what I'm saying? I just want to experience it for like maybe like a month. Be an experienced dad. Like a stay-at-home dad.
You know, I really feel like the stay-at-home dad thing is like more acceptable nowadays because the women are going up in the job market, and like, you know, they're taking on more of the financial role in the household nowadays.
Hell yeah, please
so like
do.
the stay-at-home dad thing is like more acceptable. We're back, you know, 50 years ago.
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
so
like
much
the
so.
man. Yeah.
I saw like a stat recently where it's like in Gen Z, like more women own property than men.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Go ahead, girl. Get down.
Oh, women.
Go ahead. You got
Yes.
Slay house, boots down, married. You know what I'm saying?
If you can own property in Hawaii and Gen Z, like that's freaking impressive.
Yeah.
Rough out here.
Oh, speaking of that, how dangerous is a man and a woman's ego?
Oh yeah.
Like, how dangerous is that, like, in a relationship, especially when you're talking about women owning stuff?
Yeah.
And then, you know, men, you know, like, we want to own stuff too, but sometimes, you know, we can't. Like, have you experienced, like, your man's ego just being, you know, like, you could afford it, but he can't, and he's like, damn, you know? Like, has there any, like, have you ever, like, gotten into, like, a quarrel?
No, I mean, dude, just because you run a business doesn't mean it's super profitable where you're just rolling in dough. Like, we just opened, and it's so hard to profit. The margins are so slim in food. It's crazy. Like, I didn't know why the hell we went into food, but like it's wild. So like, we're lucky we can say we're profitable, but like, it's not like I'm rolling in dough. Like he's a physical therapist and he makes more than me. So even though like I'm, you know, like an owner and operator, he makes more than me right now. So like, I feel like there's a misconception with just because you have a business doesn't mean you're rolling around in dough. Like I'm grinding hard out here. Like you know what
She
I mean?
actually steps into work sometimes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like she's down there with the employees. It's not like she's like, I'm the owner, you know? No, she's working it too.
Getting down and dirty, making things happen.
Yeah. It's because finding staff is so hard. And even if you do, like, they'll leave after a day. Oh, I didn't know the hours were so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So actually, I just posted an Instagram reel about how to like get employees for.
I saw that. You know, I saw that.
Because it's something that like, I don't know. I think business operators really struggle with. Like, it's so hard to find people. So yeah, you will see me working on Friday, Saturdays. Like,
Girl, I got
There
two
it is.
workers for you right here. You know.
good, bring them
There
on.
it is. There it is.
Yeah, I never in my life, like I said, like graduated from Punahou. I went to school in DC. Never thought at 4 a.m. I'd be like washing, scrubbing dishes, getting food and spit in my face. You know, like it's a tough job. You know what I mean? And I never thought I'd
Very
be
humbling
doing
though, right?
it is,
Yeah.
and I'm glad for it. It kind of reminds me of that time I was scrubbing toilets in first grade. You know what I mean?
It came full circle, girl.
Right? It did. That motherfucker did come full circle. Holy shit. Has your man's ego, like, have your ego and your man's ego ever clashed?
I think because we met when we were so young. I met my ex-husband when I was 18.
They're young.
18. So it's not like we had much to like be very proud about, you know. Like especially in Hawaii, I'm still living with my parents. We were still doing our thing. So I mean, our egos, I don't know. It was never like a pride thing with
Never
us.
think, huh? Oh, how
I
about
think in general too, like people in Hawaii are very like humble, you know. So it's at least the people who I associate with, they're not gonna be very like egotistic about themselves. Like, oh, I can do this, you can't, you know.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a culture. We're very humble.
Yeah.
Is it a culture thing, Lori? Like, have you butted heads? Because
I have.
You're a
you
pretty
know,
strong woman, and I know,
butted-
like,
I've-
with motherfuckers that you'd be like, nah, motherfucker, you better chill back.
I'm not gonna say names,
Yeah,
but
don't say names,
yeah. In a past relationship, there was definitely an ego struggle. Not from my part. It was just me superseding him in rank, and then him not being able to be happy for me. So it was just like, it sucked for me because I was like so proud of myself that I worked and bust my ass and got to where I,
Yeah.
you know, where I worked really hard to be. And then he just couldn't get past the fact that I was a higher rank than him. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, it's not such a big deal now when I think back on it, but it really hurt me
Yeah.
because if the shoes were
Reversed,
right?
you'd be proud.
Yeah, I would
you'd
be
be like-
rooting for him. I'd be his biggest fan.
Yeah.
And like, just to not get that back, I was like,
Absolutely.
that really hurt.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, you talked about financially as well, like in
Yeah.
a previous relationship. I was a little bit older than him, and you know, we were at two different levels,
Yeah.
unequally yoked, I guess you could say. You know, he was working not retail, but you know, jobs just like
Yeah, just
not
a
like
regular
jobs,
Yeah,
not like a career type job.
Yeah.
But I was like there supporting him and all the things that he wanted to do. He had aspirations. I'm like, hey, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he felt a way about me making more money than him because, you know, I'm older than him, so I'm like a few levels ahead. But I was like, hey, you know, this is the time where I'm here to support you while you grind and hustle, get to where you need to be, and then, you know, like it just wasn't. We just couldn't make it work.
See, that's an
Yeah.
understanding woman right there because as a guy, we're built to we got to make more.
Yeah.
Than the woman. We got to like support him financially, stably, and like
He was very
the whole-
insecure about it.
Yeah, the whole gist. So
Yeah.
like growing up, I could see that. Like I understand that. As a single parent. And then coming into a relationship, my ego was like up there, like dead ass. Like my wife now, when we met, we butted heads a lot because I was like, yo, I've been a single parent this whole life. It's going down this way. You feel me? And then, you know, she came in and she tried to add her 2 cents. I was like, nah, man, it ain't happening, you know, because I've done it. Like I'm single. I'm a parent.
Yeah.
I know what to do. I've been hurt. Like leave me the fuck alone. I got it.
Yeah.
But like it took me like years for me to like put my ego aside, you know, and bring her in. So yeah, I think it's a mature thing, and I also think it's because of the nuance of the guy has to be like the supporter and the woman has to be the supportee. Like times are changing. Like I understand that. So I think it's because of that how women and men's egos be clashing.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I felt bad too because he was like, you know, you can afford to take us on a nice dinner
and I can't.
and I can't.
Yeah.
And you're here paying like majority of the bills and I'm like here struggling, trying to support you and help you. And I want to be the one to do it. Like I want to be able to do that for you.
Yeah.
Like, and he just felt like he didn't meet the mark.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just missed the mark.
Well, he
and then he
didn't.
felt insecure. Like, but I'm just like, I know what it's like.
Yeah.
Just because I'm here doesn't mean that you're any less. Like, I've been there already. I'm just a few steps ahead of you.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm here for, you know?
I feel like men need to, like,
Spit it out.
if I know, sorry, it's just like,
Just trying to find the right
I know.
words.
So, like, if they were to just think of it more long term, like, hey, if I'm gonna be with this lady, this girl for a long time, I love her, like, it's okay to let go a little bit so that I can grow, so that I can actually take care of her in the long run. Because when that time comes, when you get more kids and stuff goes down, like, he could be in a better place because of you, and then that relationship should be deeper. But you have to be a guy who is just like open enough to that, like, that mindset, that long term, you know, thinking. Because if you're always thinking, oh, I'm a guy, I need to be ahead.
Yeah.
Fucking day. What is it, a competition? Like, chill the fuck out. It's a partnership.
Right.
Yeah. Yo, there it is. A partnership. Yeah.
Exactly. I used to tell them that all the time. I'm like, we're teammates. We're not fighting against each other. We're here to support each other.
There's seasons, and you can roll through the seasons together. And you can be in different seasons, and that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that sucks. Like,
Yeah.
Man, come on, guys, boys, it's okay. Just if you're thinking long term, just make that time worth it. Like, grind harder, study more, so you can make more money in the long run. You want to fucking win and take care of them then.
The long game.
In the long game.
Yeah, it is the long game.
You know, speaking of that, like, I heard of, like, women supporting men, them getting better, making all these positive changes, being a placeholder, and then they go and leave that girl and go get somebody else. Have you ever?
I have heard that.
Or
I've heard it. I haven't seen it, like,
I haven't
personally
experienced
yet.
it.
I've seen. I mean,
What
seen
do
it
you
on
mean?
TV and heard it. Yeah.
Wait, what does that mean? Like,
So like, there's there you go.
Or
Anu
like with Sly, when I met
Voldemort, the name we shall not mention.
when
me and Sly first got together, like, he was working for a moving company, you know, like, he was making minimum wage, whatever. Get a better job, homie. So I helped him, you know, my family helped him get a state job. He's doing really well for himself now. I didn't feel like I was a placeholder, but, like, there are guys who will do that. They'll, like, start on the bottom. When they grow up, like, get up there, then they're like, all right, well.
and then they peace.
Yeah.
That's
I've
what
never
she's
done that
talking
before.
about.
So the woman
never done that.
invested all of this time, support, money, everything into the guy, only for him to ultimately get
Dip
to
out.
where he needed to be, and then deuces.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So that's what they call a placeholder. You're a temporary. You're a temporary fix to their problem. You're the solution to their problem, but then they don't reward you.
Yeah.
They leave.
Man, when you've invested so much into them.
Heartbreaking.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, go after his head. No, just kidding.
Right?
No, but you guys got kids together, so he.
No, like, Sly didn't do that. Like, I didn't
Okay.
feel like a placeholder, but I was just saying, like, you know, he started from doing just a minimum wage job, and then he built a really good life for, like, I helped him build a really good life for himself.
Right.
Like, he doesn't need to he has a career now, you know?
Right.
But yeah, no, I'm not a placeholder.
Yes, good. Dude, that's
Tell
what
him.
good.
You tell him,
That's
girl.
what a good woman does too.
No,
That's what I feel like.
That is what
I
a good woman does,
I feel
yeah.
like
I agree.
women in general are built that way. Like, we want our other
nurturers.
half to, you know, be the best version of themselves, do their best. And if a man takes advantage of that, then that's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna leave this woman who helped you for, like, the birds.
Yeah.
Similar situation.
The birds.
Yeah. Oh, damn. I've
for the birds.
seen a family member, like, she does hair and beauty and makeup and all of that stuff, right? And she wanted to go to school, but she got pregnant and they got married, and she was there to support her then husband, like, to finish school. He got his degree, started making big bucks in the electrical industry, and they ended up splitting. And then, you know, she's still at the bottom because she didn't even get to go to school. She put her whole life aside because she was raising the kids. She was taking care of the home. She was pretty much a stay-at-home mom, gave up her dreams. And when it was time for them to reverse roles and him take the lead, help out with the kids so she could go back to school, they split.
You see that a lot in the military life because the spouse would stay home because they would have to put their careers on hold because they're moving so much.
Yeah.
And the husband or the other spouse
Yeah.
is ranking up, doing his or her thing to make it in the military world. So I have seen that happen like on the active side a lot.
It's so sad.
It is super sad. It happens to guys too.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's super sad.
For sure.
God damn, y'all, do better.
Yeah, do better, people.
Let's do better. Y'all, that was fun. That was fun as hell. Do you have any shout outs, Anu? No. Ooh.
Shout out to the future booze.
I know, right? Hey, holla at her. Y'all know her.
Anu up.
Yeah. Do you want them knowing your IG handle and everything or not?
Z.
Oh, there it is.
Y'all know where to find her.
Y'all know where to find me, man. Waianae,
firecracker.
motherfucker.
Oh
Over
yeah,
here.
waianae boys, hit her up.
If you're
West
not
Side.
past Colina, don't invite.
Don't even holla at her, man. Hey. Girl, you a trip. How about you, Nohea, man? You got any shout outs or anything? Where can they find you at?
Ooh, you can find me at Nohea. It's my name, Nohea Lani Shozen.
Said it right. Nohea.
Yes. No shout outs, really. Just shout out, come through to the club at Kiki's in Waikiki.
There it is,
Grab
yeah.
some pizza and ice cream until 3 a.m. We are the latest bite open in Waikiki. So 7-Eleven, I guess like Long's and the McDonald's is no longer 24/7. So
Oh.
Hey, you heard it here.
Yeah. Hey, don't be afraid to talk to
Late
her.
night plug.
You'll talk to anyone, right?
yes, I talk to everybody.
You're stuck
all
up
the
or
drunk
anything.
military guys. I'm like,
Yeah, hey, feel free to holler. Don't holler that way, but you know,
Yeah,
say
yeah.
what's up. You know,
Yeah.
But she's
yeah,
not
be
up in the
respectful.
market.
You know,
if
if you want to hear your ear off.
if you tell me you saw this podcast, I'll give you a discount.
Hey,
You didn't even give me a discount. What do you mean?
Hell yeah, Laura, you got anything?
Nothing on me.
Waste
Hey,
nothing.
but thank you guys for joining us.
Hey,
Thank you
Hey,
again
we
for
do
having
appreciate
us.
y'all. Thank you so much. This is the first, my first podcast with all women on the mic. First podcast with children. So we popping cherries today. This is y'all your first podcast.
Podcast ever.
This is your second podcast. So we're hitting 2024 right.
All right.
Hell yeah. Shout out to KO Studios for the lovely home. Rafi Bite for the lovely beats, man. I am Chris.
I am Lori.
And we out this bitch. Peace.
Peace.
All right. Heck yeah. Thank y'all. Hey, what's up, boy? Give it up. Oh yeah. We can take pictures and then y'all could dip out.
All right. That was fun.
That was so good. I felt like the conversation flowed.